Alright, so we're back on NASCAR 2013. I just want to do a separate one-off video at Atlanta, because I feel like a crazy person, because that ×2 in career mode threw me off so bad, and I wanted to do a race just to show you what it's like, because it was so wrong of how that race went. It drove me nuts. So I want to do this race real quick. We're going to go with Montoya, his Depends car, because that's funny. And we're going to do Atlanta, and it's going to be 1 times wear, 1 times fuel, and 65 laps and all that stuff. We're just going to jump into it. So, let's just go. Through 3 and 4, we're going to qualify 8th. I think in career we started like 12th. But yeah, just going around this track, way better. Comically better, just how much that drove. Now, I'm still expecting the AI to wreck a lot, but I will not have as much problems. So hopefully we have some green flag laps just to really kind of show it. So yeah, so let's just get into it. All right, so yeah, we'll just see how this goes. Now the car should not be broken, shouldn't be doing stupid stuff 2 laps into a run. I mean, it'll take a lot longer for it to happen. So I'm still expecting the same typical checkups and all that usual stuff. But I just want to show like what I experienced when I did a 65 lap race on 1 times wear, because that race in career mode threw me off so hardcore that I did not think changing it would be such a big deal. And even just driving it now, it doesn't feel as loose or crazy. Obviously the AI still check up and do their usual things, but by now the car would start to feel a bit on edge. It's not quite feeling that just yet. And we only went up 1 times on the fuel and tire, and I can't believe it acted like that. That's the most insane and baffling thing. But yeah, we're just going through the motions, going through the laps, and yeah, we're fine. Now, my career mode car and this season mode, or this race now mode car, should be pretty equal. They're pretty equal in terms of speed and all that. Maybe it's slightly slower, I'm not really sure. But we have all the chassis stuff upgraded, everything's upgraded, so it should be pretty comparable to this. But yeah, as you see, the car is not sliding, it's not out of control. Even the AI are relatively calm. So, yeah, this is how I expected it to be. Not like whatever the hell I experienced. It's just mind-boggling how that all transpired. And just like that, we're going to the lead. Well, not quite, but we'll get there. And that's what I meant about the fuel being so big. Because if it somehow did go green, we could almost go through the whole race without pitting. And that just didn't seem right. I don't know, it just seemed wrong. So that's why I went to 2 times. Maybe I should have went 2 times on the fuel and 1 time on the tires. I don't know, but we got a yellow for a typical AI wreck. But we'll just stay out and pit again, and yeah, as you can already see, it's way different. It just blows my mind how different it was. But that's a wall pop. That's not even really an AI wreck. It's just the game being stupid. But I'm still expecting yellows like usual. Now, I'm pretty sure on the start... Actually, I don't even know what the start's going to be like. It's been a little bit since I last did this type of race, so... I'm assuming, just going through 1 and 2, it's not going to just be, you know, impossibly hard to drive. It was tight, it pushed, but it didn't just wreck itself, so... That's already another big difference with the Inside Junior here. It's more just typical AI checking up. But even the way that the tire fall off is... This is what I expected. I don't know, it's just... I just can't believe that one difference just made the car that undrivable. Because now it's... I can feel it. It's definitely a bit on edge, but manageable. That's what I expected. And he might get the lead. He got loose. I got loose. Okay. I can't even say that was my fault. Kenseth just got loose and hit me, and yeah, I don't even know what to say. That's just, I just got completely dicked there. But at least the car isn't just undrivable. That's my point. Again, I'm not going to touch anything with the car. It's all just default setup. So I just want to make that clear. So we only had about 9 people pit. So we're still going to probably have, you know, the field checkup and everything. I'm not expecting like 15 plus wrecks. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I mean, I could be wrong. We still could get AI wrecks. But the ratio of it happening should not be as extreme. It almost seems even the AI are just managing to get around this track a lot better. Because the fall off isn't as extreme. Which is also interesting. To see this kind of difference. Well, that's still not going to fix them being stupid, but at the very least, they're not wrecking every lap, or every 2 laps. So that's already a big improvement. Another AI yellow. But again, the AI, they went longer. They went longer there before wrecking. Yeah, it's just that's just a wreck. No glitch there, it's just a wreck. But yeah, they went longer, so yeah. I don't even know what to say. It's just nice to know I'm not losing my freaking mind. It's just that times 2 was just that freaking batshit crazy. So we are on a couple lap older tires, so the car should start to handle, you know, it should eventually get bad, but it's not anything as egregious. Probably by now in 2 times I would have wrecked. So yeah, this is already way better, and that's just me being stupid. That's just me being dumb. That's all that really boils that down to. And another AI wreck. So yeah, yeah. So they're still gonna do dumb shit, but I feel like I feel like my point's made. I think okay, never mind. That's a wall pop. That's again. This track is still broken, but it wasn't. The point is, it was not as bad as before. This is a lot more manageable. I got to pick because I got astronaut. I fucked myself. So I feel like now we're gonna probably get a lot of dumb yellows because we got people on different tire strats and everything. So it's gonna probably start to be a mess. That's my prediction. And again, they're just checking up. Well, there was somewhere for me to go. But yeah, now there's definitely nowhere for me to go. Really wanted to. Alright, well there was going to be a yellow anyways, whether I was going to hit... This track is so bad. Jesus Christ. That's what I mean about the AI being stupid, because... Good God. I don't even know, what do I say to that? It's just it's just a mess. It's a shame, because it's fun to drive on this track, but... This is kind of like the same logic with Ignition. Like, Ignition, like, it could be fun to drive, but if the AI aren't good, then... The driving model doesn't mean anything. Like, the AI are more important. So, I don't know. Whatever. I just wish we had more laps so I could really show you what the car could do in a long run, because it's fun, but I don't think we're ever going to get a long run. More checkups. I think we're the highest car up in the field with the freshest tires. That's another wall pop. We're getting a lot of wall pops in this race now, Bo. I'm definitely realizing that. That's our 3rd one in this race. Yep, that's the 3rd one. That's weird. I don't know how many we had in the actual career mode race, but this is just kind of a shit show. It shouldn't take us too long to get up here. I mean, Robbie Goran's up here, so you can that's a good indicator of just how bizarre the tire strat's been. And we'll get by those 2. And eventually, I mean, I would like for this to go green, but watch us still get a lot of yellows even without my interference. Which is possible, but still kind of sad. Edwards tried to kill me at Atlanta of all places, so very realistic of him. There we go. We'll get around Regan Smith. Of course, Kurt's amazing in racing now mode. Where was this type of speed in career mode? Don't know, but that's just all the more tragic. We should get around Strummy here. Jeez. Frickin' checkup. I'm sorry. Alright, they saved it. But yeah, another AI yellow. What a mess. Yep, Robbie Gordon, because he was on on super old tires and checked up the field, and that happened, so. Yeah. What's kind of scary now is Kurt's on fresher tires, so I think he's definitely way faster than me. But he's going to have to worry about the AI just slowing him up, so he's kind of in a bad spot. That was an amazing run off turn 2. I don't know where I got that from. Kenseth, thank you. Alright. For the first time this race, we are in position to get the lead. Alright, we're going to finally lead. It probably won't last long, but it's nice to be here finally. Like, the way the car is starting to kick out, that's what I expected. I didn't expect for me to go in the corner and just lose the car. Like, it's slipping. I could feel it, but it's way more manageable. I never imagined 2 times wear to accelerate it to that insane degree. It just blows my mind every time, but this is about how I expected it. Like, sometimes if I change it from ×1 to ×2 at other tracks, it doesn't act like this. Atlanta's the only exception, I guess, because the tire wear is so extreme. I don't know the reasoning or logic behind it, but it's just crazy. Well, that didn't last for long. But I'm sure if there was a stat, that's another just... Man, the AI have been awful today. That's just... I don't even know what to say. It's just awful. Obviously, we're pitting. Our tires were getting worn. Well, that was fun while it lasted, but to the back we go. And no one else pitted, so again, the pit logic's still stupid, but at least we're having slightly more green flag runs, so that's appreciated. Alright, well, it's just, we're gonna have to deal with them checking up and being stupid again. But I will say, when we are on newer tires versus them on older tires, it's nowhere near as chaotic. That much I could surmise very, very confidently. Yeah, they're slow. They're checking up, but it is nowhere near as bad. That was borderline undrivable before. Oh my... Well, you know, what do I say to that? I can't... the people fucking pit. Just because it's slightly better doesn't make it great. It just makes it slightly better, but it's still bad. It's just... you can't win with this game. It's just so much of this is dumb. Back to 36, so gotta work right up to the field again.
We're on the inside. Got a car closing on your outside.
We're going like 144 miles an hour. Oh my god, and they still checked up. What a joke of a track. What a shame. I remember back in the Nork days, we would have league races here, and it was fucking amazing. But holy shit, the AI killed this track and all the good faith it has towards it.
3 wide, too low. Driver in first, 2 seconds ahead.
Boy, is it a bitch to drive here still. Man, what a shame. Like, that's all this is. I don't know how any of that worked. Doesn't help when people pit. That's just a clusterfuck. But yeah, well, I just want to get out of here. I think my point has been made. 144 miles an hour. Come on. Holy shit. Well, that's what happens when you get stupid AI that stay out longer than they should, and they're on old tires at Atlanta. Then there's other cars way faster than them. You're going to get dumb shit like that to happen. Just embarrassing. Leave it to Danica to wreck herself and not have the car control to save it. Very realistic on Danica's part. Now we got Joe Nemechek up here, which really feels like bad news is going to happen. But we cleared that big herd of cars, and now we're just by ourselves. So now we just have to wait for the inevitable yellow.
We lost some of the field after that last wreck.
Oh, another wreck. They're still wrecking about the same as before. It feels like it. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but it feels like the same amount. And I think Boyard, that's another hellacious wreck. Oh my god. I really don't know if I can make it to the end on this pair of tires. I really don't know. 18 laps is a lot.
Nice work, man.
Oh, it's slidey. It's slippery. That, now see, if that was 2 times where I probably would have wrecked from that, because it did not like that at all. Yeah, the slip is a little more gradual. It's hard to explain it, but the car is way more manageable
Keep it low.
with
Keep it
this. So that's kind of what I was expecting originally.
low. Hold your position.
That's my fault. I fucking hit Biffle.
Slow it down.
God
Caution
damn,
down.
I hate this track. Oh god, I don't even know what to say. That's my fault. That's alright. I made my point. I want to get out of here. This is just stupid now. Well, we're back in 41st. Might as well pit. What's the difference? What's gonna hurt? I can't even talk. I'm hoping this is the last pit stop of the race. 2 cars DNF'd.
Awesome work,
Oh
boys.
my god.
Okay, go get it, man. We're still one of the fastest cars out there.
Man, I just wish people could... I mean, I guess the only way you can experience how this track drives with the tire degradation is in practice by yourself. Well, mostly by yourself.
Keep that momentum.
Or a race with no yellows, because it is magical.
Car approaching
Just
high.
as the run goes on, the car slips. It's so
3 wide.
accurate to real life at this time period. It just breaks my heart that we can't really experience it here, and the AI are just so terrible.
1 outside.
It ruins so much of this.
Car inside.
That's all my fault. I just...
Going to caution.
Oh
Going
my
to
god. Joe Nemechek's still leading.
The road will be open this time.
Alright, it's just... Alright, I just want to get out of here now. I don't have any other points to address. Just get out of here and not wreck too much on my part. Well, that's one way to go from 31st to 10th. What a mess.
Stay low.
I think at this point we could probably go to the end and not pit. Oh my god, they're too slow.
Watch your rear.
It's hard to find a line and what lane to use and everything.
Car outside. At
I
your
don't
door.
know.
The leader's a second ahead. Car on your rear.
Alright, I finally made the right decision, made the right line, made the right move. Now we just gotta catch second and first, which apparently they're slow too. Very slow, because we're about to pass them. Regan Smith is leading, that's how strange this race is.
Car up top.
And of course he tries to chop me off. Like, what? Why? This is just senseless.
Out. Back her down.
Yeah, another yellow. Yeah, it's definitely better. It's just, well, it's not by a whole lot. And of course, Kurt has to wreck. Because this game really likes to watch me watch Kurt, I don't know, suffer. I don't know, it's just sad. So, not many people pitted. I'm assuming my tires are still going to be good. I don't know. It seems like 15 laps should seem to like be okay, but I'm not really sure. So, I might be pushing it. It's either I'm going to win or a car is going to wreck and I'm going to finish bad. So, we're just kind of playing with luck here. Yeah, it's loose. It's starting to get to that point, so probably one more yellow and this car is going to be screwed. So, would be really nice for them to go green for 6 laps, but that's probably asking for too much. It seemed like that once the tires started getting bad, it was around like 35 laps remaining in the fuel. So, I don't know. Maybe it still will be good for a while. I don't know. Alright, this is kind of going how Montoya's 2013 Richmond race went. I remember that night because I think I just got out of my high school semi or prom. And we're eating in a Quaker Steak and Lube. I remember they had the Richmond race on TV. Montoya was leading, and I was thinking to myself, oh my god, he's going to win the diaper car. That's going to be really funny. And then a caution came out, and then he did the wrong tire strat and lost the race. Sad times. Montoya was definitely in position to win a lot more than people probably remember. He got cucked in so many weird ways, but... Yeah, white flag, we are actually going to go 6 laps without a yellow, so that's kind of insane. And we're going to win it. I mean, really, the only thing that the Career Mode car doesn't have is 25 more horsepower. It's got everything else in terms of chassis, brakes, transmission, and everything. So I can't imagine that 25 horsepower speed is that radically different in terms of car handling. So I think it's really just the 2 times where it changed everything. But there we go. We won. It was still a shit show. It was still a mess. But not nearly as batshit crazy where the car just snaps loose. That it never. I mean, it did it once. But if we're comparing it, what I experienced in the Career was like a 10 out of 10 in terms of just disappointment and just bad. This was like an 8.5 or a 9. Like it's still the same way, but just slightly not as bad. I never knew Montoya had something on his helmet. Can I get that angle again? Look at that. Custom... What? one, what is that? It looks like a slug with sunglasses on. Two, that's really freaking cool. And yeah, I like that. I think that's all I have to really show. I just wanted to really showcase this because it drove me freaking nuts, and I just want to do another one-time square race to really show it. It was pretty similar, but was not as extreme. Even the race length is way shorter. When I did the Kuruma race, 41 minutes it took for all that. This was 32. Saved me 9 minutes because of, I guess, all the yellows, which I don't know how many we actually ended up having in the Kuruma version. I mean, I think here we only had 15, but still, that's the race time was even shorter. I don't understand that, but whatever. I'm done. I made my point. Bye.